You call this an industry? You call this a job? You call this work? You call this I do actually, this video will be about wrestling. But let me just start saying this. This is this pathetic fucking excuse for... I've given my phone number out. Just haven't got any text or phone call or text. This woman is wearing a star necklace. So, you know, I think, well, I don't know, but I was going to say, before I talk about wrestling, I know rock and roll is not really prevalent as it used to be. Even if they promise you things, even if you get a couple things, and, you know, you'd still be traveling and you'd get addicted to the, you know, thing, maybe, but that'd be the only thing that's keeping you going. But if you get tired of it, I mean, you don't have to. You don't have to, though. Like, I meant, like, well, like, once marijuana gets totally legalized in all the other states or whatever, in America, wherever else, you know, people are going to eventually stop touring, or they only do local shows, you know, whatever. Or hopefully places show moderation. But basically, yeah, my dad said, well, people are not going to be as smart, this and this and that. He is right about that, though. Depends if everybody starts doing it, you know, like smoking or a cigarette or something, or beer, though. Marijuana people will get lazy and tiresome after that. Wait, was that on the other video? Oh, must have been at the end of that one video. Like, are you serious? Especially if it's a woman you want to fuck, or if it's a woman that you thought you liked or you liked for a while. And then... because it's a medium... okay, like... I don't really... Women, God did not make your vagina to be put up for money. It's part of it's your private area. For intimacy and such, but I'm pretty sure God didn't make it so. And if prostitution, you know, that as well, you know, like Rome was one time and Greece was one time in Rome. It might, you know, make people some money, and maybe if there's taxation, maybe, or I don't fucking know about that, so, you know, like I said, I don't want to pay for sex. Well, if you buy marijuana products, or if you buy marijuana, you know, you pay for that, you know, of course. If you pay for quercetin or something that cures cancer, that cures it, then you're going to pay for that. That cures it, and then you're going to pay for that. And then, I don't want to pay for sex. Fuck. And marijuana is a plant. So let's see. Let's just say fuck rock and roll, so you know, your fucking vagina or fucking pussy or whatever, and you don't know what the worth is. It just feels really, really good, but you can't come to a conclusion of how much it's Or everybody should have one. There's more guys in the world population than females. Somewhat. I wish there was more females than males. I think. I don't know what to say about that one. So, welcome to wrestling. I just read some updates. Looks like people want to combine the USA belt and Intercontinental belt, I think, again. And they brought back the classic belt. Of course, I'm pretty sure they would call it the Intercontinental US belt, but hopefully they don't. They brought back the classic belt, Intercontinental belt, IC belt, but hopefully they don't make a new belt. Intercontinental US Intercontinental belt, or Intercontinental US belt, or maybe it'd just be the Intercontinental WWE. And so instead of the World Heavyweight belt, just combine it with the WWE belt, and it'll be the WWE World Heavyweight belt. Mysterio was even lucky to win that belt, right? Anyways, no, I don't think they should combine them, and I think the US belt should be called the Amerigo belt, or the Amerigo Vespucci belt, or the AV belt, and AV belt, and the Intercontinental belt is the classic belt. Maybe they don't have to combine the World Heavyweight belt, but then some people don't want the World Heavyweight belt anymore. So then maybe they should just retire the World Heavyweight belt, but don't combine it. And that'd be the WWE belt, World belt. But then, someone said a Divas Tag Team Championship belt will bring back the women's belt. But I remember how they broke the belt in half, the belt. Now, they had, of course, several belts that they give, I think, to each wrestler. Though, for a storyline, they had a belt, and two women had each a half of a belt. And I don't know. But they have the Divas belt, and it has like a butterfly or whatever. And they said like a Divas Tag Team Championship belt. And I think there was a next women's belt. Just keep the next women's belt, but don't bring back the women's belt. And they have the next belt, and then I guess they would have the tag team belts, but I don't know. I said I'd rather see the legends or veterans, like more of them, or have some surprising comebacks. It's like, well, like really? Like seriously? But then like one time I saw this WWE Divas thing, and like requirements or benefits of it, and it's like, but then like they don't want anybody that's 37 or past 37 or above, and like they brought back Moolah one time, so they've changed that. So or on this one post, maybe it was on the plus notes, I said that they'll probably put it to 16 or 18 or 17 to 29. So who knows? They might not want women in their 30s or people in their 30s anymore. And that's the case. 37, not women. Then they probably don't really want any guys that are 37 wrestling. And Ric Flair was showing in TNA like he was doing wrestling moves on a book, well, a few moves, and that he still wanted to wrestle. So yeah, yeah, I thought Sienna won the belt, but then Orton won the belt, or did Orton win the belt? I don't like this. The Rock had the belt, presented the belt, and he didn't even have it a month. And then Cena won it, and then Orton's won it, or when they combined the titles. And it's like, I told them, or people were telling them they were tired of seeing Orton and Cena. Well, that's a slap in the face. What the fuck? Is a slap in the face. And there's a kiss on Your Wishes Are Command. This is supposed to be like Rock and Roll All Night. But people are wanting Bruce Kulick back. And for years. And WWE is saying like, oh yeah. Okay, I remembered. I was thinking, yeah, there is something else that I want to say. I think I said two things. Wrestling. The third thing, or second thing is, third thing is, Vince McMahon, he said it one time, but he said it again. Now there's 2013 recent board meeting. Now there's no more good guys or bad guys. There's no more bad guys. There's no more good guys. There's no more baby faces. There's no more heels. No more heels. No more heels. No more baby faces. No more faces. And so I guess they're all in-betweeners or neutrals, or they're neither. It's just, I guess, more about wrestling now. That's great and all. So, like Stone Cold's with shades of gray, and The Rock, I think, maybe, and Triple H always wanted to be a heel, but I think because that one thing, I think it was a storyline, but the board or Triple H relieved Vince of his duties, and I guess he was telling Triple H, well, you know what, well, I don't like you anymore, Triple H, and with his hand, and there's not going to be any more heels. I can tell you right now, that thing about Vince getting kicked out by the board was a storyline, and really, Vince is in control of the WWE, and it's his company, and I'm pretty sure that Triple H would be released from his duties, and then maybe he would want to quit for reals, and then I wouldn't really buy him going to TNA. And Stephanie McMahon would retire or cash out like Shane McMahon. Actually, a few times, I'm not sure about her personally, but Linda McMahon was the only thing in WWE that was keeping me watching WWE. I suggested WWFE, or WWE, no, I suggested WWW, I meant WFW, WWFF, WFW, FFW, FWW, WWF, AF, WWAF, WWFA, but yeah, I mean, if it was 18 to 29 or 19 to 29, hold on. If it was 19 to 29, I wouldn't want to watch the WWE. Because let's just take the roster. Well, WWE 2013 was actually of 98, 99, 97, 98, 99. And maybe 2000. And WWE 12 was WWE 12, and it had some legends, but, or 2K14 had more legends, though 2K14 is way better, though And there was 2010, 2011. That was like pretty good. I mean, it had actually one of the games had like Snook and Roberts, but it's like one of them. But yeah, it might have had a few more, but that one wasn't that great, and it had like the regular roster. So like 2010 or 2011 was Raw versus SmackDown. I didn't really like that one, and well, they always had creative wrestlers. So, I mean, it was pretty good, but for a while, the best is 2K14. Though they put more legends in that one, and it had really good WrestleMania mode, and almost up to 30. And but now that I don't even think they're really wanting, having legends come back once a year, or twice a year, or once a year, and it's not for a match. That's disrespectful, because what if they want to wrestle? But yeah, I mean, like WWE 12 and like Kofi and like R-Truth and like Mark Henry and well, let's just say MVP and like whoever else. And then, like, of course, you could have, from the community creations, like D'Lo or Ron Simmons, or other ones, but I mean, like, if there's, like, 19 to 29, and who knows, like, what if they got a bunch of guys and they were not popular at all, and WWE would fold? And when they're saying there's no more baby faces or no more heels, no more faces, no more faces, no more faces or no more heels, and there's just shades of gray. I mean, no, that's what Vince said in '97, late '97. I meant 2013, and Vince says no more baby faces or no more faces or no more heels again, or no more faces. 2013, just similar to what he said before, years ago, from now. But he said it again. But this time I don't think he said anything about Shades of Grey. I don't think he said anything about that. But I doubt there's going to be anybody again like Stone Cold or anything like that. So, I mean, they sort of had Ryback, and he sort of a rip-off of Goldberg, but I doubt Austin would allow anybody to try to be like him. And if they did, that's not going to work, because... And Austin, Stone Cold was Wrestling Entertainment, and The Rock too, and the Hurricane and this and that. It was actually still WWE for a while. So, but when it was WWE, they were still WWE, and people knew that. Oh, okay, Stone Cold was like the WWE, yeah, WWE, yeah. So, like, let's just say they got rid of Kofi and R-Truth and whoever, and a bunch of these guys, and they're not going to be popular. Let's say like Alberto Del Rio and Sheamus go to TNA, or they retire because they're accomplished, and then like maybe Sandal, and then they just get a bunch of guys, and maybe like guy might still be on the roster, Antonio Cesaro, and then they have a bunch of other new guys and Cesaro, and that's not going to work. And then WWE says they're turning it into a film company. And then Vince, like they said, he wanted to buy more wrestling libraries, footages, berries, and but like if WWE has to fold, then and Dixie, or was it Janice Carter or somebody, Janice or Dixie or Janice, wasn't too fond of former WWE stars. Some of them, and it's like, why? What the fuck? And or maybe TNA would buy his WCW library. But people are really saying they're not liking WWE films. Like, those are like WWE Vince trying to go Hollywood, just like the XFL. And I'm surprised WWE Films hasn't closed down already. No, it hasn't been successful. I saw a bit of this movie Glenn Jacobs Kane was in. The title was pretty good. It was good, but the movie wasn't good. And not really. And I didn't get it. And the Marine too, but I don't think the second or third one had Santa in it. But then he's overrated too. But then there's other movie, and I'm like, I didn't like the title, or I just don't like those type of movies. So, and then like Stone Cold's movie, and then I think it was like Lawrence Quote Films and WWE or something like that. And Trish's movie, I'm not sure if WWE co-produced it. I don't know. But a lot of people don't like the WWE films. And I'm not sure. I'd have to look it up if I don't know if it was co-produced by WWE. I'm not sure if it was a WWE film, but she was in a movie. I'm not sure if it was. I'd have to look it up. Though, it was a thought like, Trish, I don't want her doing Hollywood. I don't want her to be in a WWE film. And that purposely trying to piss me off. Hey, yo, I'm not gonna forgive you, fucker. Her fans liked it, but she didn't gain any new fans, I don't think. It was just a thought in my brain, and then a thought, and then her being in a movie was a reality. Oh, I really like this picture of Amy and Trish, but they don't say anything still. I don't think Amy wouldn't mind doing a local band though, but Trish would probably want to tour more, and I really don't care about that, so traveling stuff. I really don't want to type this in, so oh, okay. I don't think it was by WWE. I don't think. Patrick McBrayer and Evan Ishin. Director and writer. I never heard of those guys before. Bail Enforcers. Original title. Bounty Hunters. 2011. Bail Enforcers. Even if there was Civil War or something, I don't think that's sexy. I don't think that's sexy. Though I've been promoting people to say, defend themselves from tyranny. Yeah, I've been saying, make sure you defend yourselves and fight back if there's tyranny. If Trish Stratus plays this character, I don't like Whitney. Black Fawn Films. Fawn Films. Okay, wasn't by the movie. What's happening? What's that? Like, yeah, I've heard it on YouTube. Oh well. Sound like a whoopee cushion. Yeah, she farts too. Maybe not like that, but maybe not. But. Bail enforcers. Oh, they kept this at the time. You know what? I don't care if I farted. Excuse me. Now, anyways, Patricia Annie Strategias. Actually, that's misspelled, I think. Strategias. Strategias. Better known as Trish Stratus, marketed as a former wrestler for World Wrestling Entertainment WWE before she became a mainstay in professional wrestling. She's in modeling or whatever. She was a student at York University in Toronto, Canada, where she majored in biology and kinesiology. While in school, the professors went on strike, and she worked as a receptionist at a local fitness club. There, she was soon discovered by a so-called agent who landed her a job to become a so-called fitness model, which I believe this agent, who supposedly helped her with some modeling promotions, which I think she did pre-porn with, who this guy worked for the Minami, maybe. A talent agent or what? Her success as a fitness model eventually caught the attention of WWE. How would it catch the attention of WWE? Talent official who sent her a letter offering her a contract. A talent official. She must have sent something to WWE? I don't know. Around the time of other wrestling promotions had local or what? Other wrestling promotions had offered her a similar contract. WCW? WWE, but she decided to sign with WWE. She then made her WWE debut in March 19, 2000 on Sunday Night Heat as she formed the tag team of Tess and Albert, TNA. Tess and Albert. She became the manager of then the WWE Intercontinental Champion Val Venis, then Sean Morley, Val Venis. Trish Stratus was regarded as a self-proclaimed WWE diva. Among her list of accomplishments, she was voted Internet Babe of the Year for 3 consecutive times in a row: 2001, 2002, 2003 Babe of the Year, Diva of the Decade, For WWE Raw 10th Anniversary Special, creates a cover of annual WWE magazines 4 times covers. 2000, 2002, 2003, 2006. Finally, she holds the record for being the only woman in history to win the Women's WWE Women's Championship 7 times. 2006, she made her official retirement, which I learned to help her mom because she was recovering from cancer. And she wanted to help her mom. With her about. After an amazing 7-year career, she will be remembered for legacy. She also did 98 magazine covers and yoga. Yeah, she had her baby earlier this year, surprisingly, because I read her MSN profile 2008. I'm surprised she. Well, I thought she was near a science center, but that's just something else. That's just, I don't know. I don't want to get into it. Now or before, or spokesperson as a representative for WNSA, World Natural Sports Association, accomplished fitness model Divas, who's managed Tess, Albert, Venus Kurt Angle, Vince McMahon. He was a wrestler. Bubba Ray Dudley, Jeff Hardy, Chris Jericho, Christian, Tyson, Tom Cole, Viscera, Ashley Mysterio, Mickey James, Beth Phoenix, and Carmella. And this Lita, I'm not sure if it was her, but she said, "Oh yeah, only who's they manage with it." Yeah, sex with it. So, are you fucking serious? Carmella, yeah. Former co-host of WWF Access 2001, Jonathan Coachman, has 2 sisters, Christy and Melissa. I think I knew that, but probably forgot about that. 2 sisters, collects glasses, glasses every city or town she visits. She owns a silver Cadillac STS and a 1967 Camaro SS. Her mother Alice is a teacher of Polish descent, and her father John is a real estate agent of Greek descent. I thought her father, I don't know. Attended York University, Toronto, pre-med. Oh yeah. She went to WWF, but then became WWE. WWF Baby of the Year, magazine covers, WWE Diva Decade, Baby of the Year. Won Fox Sports Girl Next Door, hottest female athlete, 2004, competed against 30 other mainstream female athletes in sports entertainment. The first and only WWE, aside from Miss Miller, to win the championship on several occasions, several times. 99 Trish got her foot in the door as far as wrestling concerned by joining a radio show, live audio wrestling as a co-host. Trained by Ron Hutchinson, the man responsible for training the likes of Adam Copeland, Christian, Johnny Swinger, and Tiger Lacey. Publications: Fit Health Journal, Muscle Magazine International, Oxygen Magazine, UK's Optimum Health and Fitness, and many others. Channel Maple Leafs fan. Watch on TV. I think. Who knows? She held the entire women's belt for a year since winning the title on New Year's Revolution 2005. Officially retired in 2006. Yeah, she won in her hometown using Bret Hart's finishing move. But he's from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, but she's from Toronto. I thought I said 8th grade. Married her high school sweetheart Ron, September 30th, 2006. 14 years together. From years of wrestling, took yoga to heal an injured disc in her back. She's a certified Ashtanga yoga instructor and plans one day to teach classes at her yoga studio. Ashtanga yoga. And she's teaching yoga. Oh, isn't she teaching? Oh. Her husband Ron is a builder and constructed her yoga studio. Well, then that's because he's that type of worker, or that type of... He's a construction worker. He did it just because he was a construction worker, and he probably would have done it anyway. Maximus Fisco, Max. Maximus Stratus Fiesco was born on his parents' 720th anniversary. Oh, that's good. Other trivia things. She was having back spasms and broke her wrist wrestling during a match. 2004. She lost the belt to Lita before 12:06 2004. And one time in 2006. But Trish beat her back for the belt. Yeah, well, what if I don't want you? You're a Stratus faction.